the necklace she never wore. Part 1, the anniversary surprise. Sienna was a woman of quiet strength and calm elegance. She worked as a museum curator in San Francisco, and was married to a man named Julian for 8 years. He was a corporate attorney, charming, respected, always dressed sharply, and rarely home before 9 p.m. Sienna had once fallen in love with his ambition. Now, she wondered if she'd just fallen for the illusion of it. Their love had started as a spark. In Paris, during a solo trip she had taken to recover from a toxic ex, she'd met Julian in the Louvre. They talked for 4 hours that day, missing entire exhibits because they were too engrossed in each other's presence. Within a year, they were engaged. But now, 8 years later, the spark had dimmed. It was their anniversary, and Julian had forgotten. Not just dinner or flowers, he hadn't even texted her. Sienna sat in the restaurant they used to love, alone, nursing a glass of wine. The waiter had already come over twice to ask if she was ready to order. Her eyes kept flicking to the door, waiting. Hoping. Lying to herself. When she finally returned home, the penthouse apartment was quiet. Dark. But something was strange, there were 2 wine glasses in the sink. She never drank red. And Julian never drank alone. She didn't ask that night. Instead, she took a shower, crawled into bed next to his turned back, and stared at the ceiling for 2 hours. Part 2, the necklace. Weeks passed. Julian became more distant. The phone was always face down. The gym hours stretched longer. And one day, while putting away laundry, Sienna found a gift box in his closet. It was a jewelry box, wrapped in gold foil with a small white tag. To L. You make me feel alive again. Her heart dropped. She was an L. She didn't open the box at first. She just sat there, staring at it like it was a grenade. But the next day, after hours of pacing, she finally lifted the lid. It was a necklace, delicate, elegant, with a small diamond teardrop. Not expensive, but chosen with care. It was something Julian would have once given her. But not now. Now, he was giving it to someone else. She didn't confront him immediately. Sienna needed to know who L was. So she started watching. Listening. Checking the small things. The receipts he left in his pockets. The name that popped up twice on his car's GPS, Laurel Drive. She hired a private investigator on a Thursday. By Monday, she had pictures. And what she saw nearly broke her. Part 3, the woman on Laurel Drive. The photo showed a woman in her early 30s. Tall, blonde, with a nervous smile. She wasn't stunning, but she had the glow of someone in love. Sienna knew that glow. Julian was meeting her at a coffee shop near Laurel Drive. Laughing. Holding her hand. Kissing her forehead. Sienna studied every frame. Frame by frame, lie by lie. But then, in one photo, she saw something she hadn't expected. The woman was pregnant. Sienna's vision blurred. She had wanted children for years. Julian always said, "Not yet, let's wait until things settle at work." Now she knew why. He wasn't waiting. He was building a life. Just not with her. Part 4, the confrontation. Sienna didn't cry. She didn't scream. She didn't even smash the necklace she had placed back in the box and hidden behind her coats. Instead, she invited Julian to dinner. Not at their apartment. Not at a restaurant. She reserved a small private dining room at the same hotel where they had spent their wedding night. He arrived late, as usual, wearing a navy blue suit and a perfect smile. "Happy anniversary, love," he said, kissing her cheek. "Sorry I've been so." She stopped him with a raised hand. "No rehearsals tonight, Julian." He blinked, thrown off. "What?" She placed the gift box gently in front of him. He stared at it, then back at her. "Open it," she said softly. He hesitated. Then obeyed. The moment he saw the necklace, something shifted in his eyes, just for a second. A flicker of guilt, surprise, panic. "I found it in your closet," she said. "With a note. For someone named L." He opened his mouth, but she cut him off again. "I know about Laurel Drive. I know about her. And I know she's pregnant." Silence. Long and thick. Julian reached for his glass of water. His hand shook. "I can explain." "No, you can't," she whispered. "Because there's nothing left to explain. You made your choice. I just needed to see the truth." He looked at her, eyes glistening. "Sienna, please. It was never meant to go this far. I didn't plan it. But you lived it," she said. "You planned a future with her while I waited for you to come home." Her voice didn't rise. It was steady. Ice cold. She stood, dropped a hotel keycard in front of him. "You can stay here tonight. I've already packed your things." And then she walked out, graceful, composed, shattered but standing tall. Part 5, The Aftermath. Weeks passed. Friends reached out. Some were stunned. Some had suspected. Sienna didn't share the photos. She didn't rage on social media. She didn't call Laurel or ask her why. She simply moved forward. She sold the apartment. She dyed her hair. She started journaling again. And one afternoon, while clearing her email inbox, she found a message from Laurel. Subject: "I didn't know." It was a long letter. Apologetic. Emotional. Honest. Laurel had believed Julian was divorced. He had told her Sienna was his bitter ex who refused to let go. He'd even said they were living separately. Sienna read the message twice, then deleted it. She didn't need an apology from the other woman. She needed peace. Months later, while walking through the museum's newest exhibit, a collection of rare Egyptian jewelry, Sienna noticed a little girl staring at one of the necklaces with wide eyes. The child's mother approached, gently holding her hand. And Sienna recognized her. Laurel. The girl looked just like Julian. But Laurel looked different. Tired. Alone. They made eye contact. No words. No smiles. Just a moment of quiet recognition. And then Sienna walked away, the past finally behind her. The end.